Hey YouTube, it's Kristen with Mimi's Blessed Journey. I was just reading, here we go, It Ain't Over Till the Fat Lady Sings. It's a really, really good book. I would recommend it to anybody. And one of the exercises that they talk about is jotting down some answers to the following questions. And one of them had me just rolling. Really, I was just laughing so hard. One of the questions was, what kind of crazy behavior have you engaged in that involved eating? For example, eating foods that you bought for other people or eating food that was harmful. It's really just kind of an exercise to get you to start thinking about why you really want the surgery and the negative effects, you know, that your eating habits now, like the things that you're ashamed of, the things that you're embarrassed of, the things you would probably never tell people in a million years. And I just feel liberated to, I showed you guys before pics and bikini pics, and I've told you guys all my most shameful secrets, and so I feel like, you know, in a month or so, I'm going to have the surgery, and these aren't going to be issues anymore, and I'm just like purging myself of all these embarrassing secrets, and I just want the freedom of knowing that I'm never going to be like that again. So I have no problem sharing these. I think they're hysterical. If you guys could, like, post your funniest things that you ever did, or your most embarrassing things that you guys did regarding your weight or food, or things that you were just ashamed of, I think it kind of helps to, one, laugh at it and share and just know that other people have done it. I don't think anything on this list that I'm the only person that's ever done it. So that always kind of makes me feel better. And if you can laugh at it and just know that it's going to be behind you, and we can move on. So I'm going to share some of my most crazy behaviors that I've engaged in that I'm really not so proud of, but because I know it's going to be changed soon, I'm willing to share it. So here we go. I have eaten food that others have thrown away, like work. Not random strangers like in an airport or something, but if somebody's like done with their lunch and they'll like close the container and throw it in the trash. Yeah. I've eaten food in the dark, in laundry rooms, in the middle of the night, walking around the house while it was full of people so no one would see me eating. I've scavenged the work fridge for things that people. And now let me just. I work with a group of like 4 people. So, anyways, it's not like I'm working in this massive company where there's hundreds of people. Anyways, there's 4 people in this, and I've worked here for like 10 years. I'm giving excuses just so you guys don't judge me. Okay, so I've scavenged the work fridge for things that people have left behind. Sneaked bites of other people's food when they left the room. That's at work too. Hide food from my toddler while sitting on the couch so she won't see me eating. Like if she comes in from her room and I'm sitting on the couch eating a cookie, I'll like hide it so she doesn't see it and want one, because I'm trying to teach her good healthy habits. I don't want her seeing that mommy's, you know, eating cookies during the day. Because then I have to explain, because we've been talking about junk food and healthy food, and you only get cookies as treats after you eat dinner, and yada, yada, yada. And so if she sees me eating a bunch of cookies during the middle of the day, I have to explain that. So I hide food from her, which is sad. I always take home leftovers from a dinner out, even though I don't usually eat it. Sometimes I eat it. It depends on what it is, but food is generally not as good as leftovers. But while I'm in the restaurant, I almost feel a panicky feeling if I leave food on the table, even if it's not mine, like rolls or other food from other people's plates. And I make excuses, and I'll say something like, "Oh, I'll take this home for my son," or, you know, he brings all his friends around, so there's somebody always eating the leftovers. But usually, I mean, even if I take it home, I won't eat it. Sometimes it's just like this panicky feeling, like you'd think I was starved as a child or something. I don't know. I mean, my dad's family, like, they were really, really, really poor, and he remembers having, like, what he called ketchup soup, like, eating stuff like that. Those people I can understand having eating disorders or a food addiction, but I have always had food around, and I just have this panicky feeling of when I'm hungry, like, what if I get hungry and I don't have anything chocolate, or what if I get hungry and I don't have anything that I can eat, like, and I have a problem leaving the dinner table, like, at a restaurant I would never, like, not pack up my food. One thing is because I really don't eat a whole lot at one time. I eat constantly through the day, but it's not like I don't sit down for 3 meals a day and just eat like a whole plate. So I almost never finish whatever my portion is at a dinner, like at a restaurant. So I'll always take my food home, but I'll even scrape my family, but I'll even like scrape my family's plates off into mine. And then the thing is, I never eat it. It's almost like just kind of an obsession. Like I just want to make sure it's there just in case, like I don't want to feel deprived. So that's weird. Okay. While leaving a restaurant, I have been the last to leave so that I can grab something off of someone else's plate as I walk out. Not some other table. It was off my family's plate or something. Like if my mom didn't fish, my mom eats like a bird. And so if there's like a piece of bacon on her plate after, when everybody's left the table, I'll try specifically to be the last one to leave the table so I can grab that piece of bacon and stuff it in my mouth before I walk out. It's embarrassing. I've wrapped food in a napkin from a buffet and stuffed it in my purse. I know that's, a lot of people do that, but I've changed my purse to a bigger one and emptied it out before I went to eat at a buffet so that I could take food home. I do this all the time. I pretend to take orders from a person on my phone or in the back of my car when ordering from a drive-thru if I feel like I'm ordering something that I shouldn't be ordering, or if I feel like I'm ordering more than I should. I'll pretend to be on the phone and be like, okay, you want how many? You want what of the, you want what? There's nobody on the phone. I'm eating it myself. And I just want these people, like I care what the guy at McDonald's thinks that I ordered. You know what I mean? I don't know why I do that, but I do. I'm often more comfortable, this is the last one. I'm often more comfortable in maternity clothes because I carry a lot of my weight in my stomach. And sometimes in public, I will act like I'm pregnant when I'm alone, so that people think I'm pregnant and not fat. I was also my happiest, this is very psychological. I was also my happiest while I was pregnant, and I like to often pretend in my head that I'm pregnant again and not fat. So I'll rub my stomach, especially after a meal if I'm really bloated. I'll rub my stomach and just kind of imagine that I'm pregnant or pretend that I'm pregnant. I sometimes walk around here. I deal with the public a lot. They don't know that I'm not pregnant. And I imagine that they just think I'm pregnant instead of fat. And that's weird. I don't know. Those are my deepest, darkest food behaviors, crazy things. So I'm sure you guys can top some of those if you would be brave enough to share them. I think it would be really fun. And just kind of freeing to be like, you know what? I used to do this. I don't do it anymore, or I'm not going to have to do it soon. And if I think of any other ones, I'll post them in the comments below. But it was just freeing to write it, and I was kind of laughing at myself. And at the same time, I was like, wow, that's pretty sad. Like some of that stuff is really sad. And then halfway through, I was like, I should read these in a video and see what other people are doing. If you're, brave enough to share, I would love to hear it. I think it would be fun. I guess that's it. I get a little update. I'm going to the doctor on Tuesday to get my blood results, and then I'm going to hand walk my blood results, my blood test results, and what else are they waiting for? Oh, and the approval from my doctor, I'm medically cleared for surgery from my doctor, which is something, sorry, I always play with my hair when I see these frou-frou things when I'm trying to concentrate on it. Where is it? There it is, on a video. Anyways, I'm going to hand walk it over them. Then I should be able to get a consultation with my surgeon. And the day that they schedule that, or the day that I have it, one of the two, I will get my surgery date, which will be a week or 2 or 3 after that. So pretty soon, we're almost done. Thanks for sticking with me. Post comments down at the bottom because I need to laugh. I want to laugh. All right. Thanks, guys.